Tremendous series between us and Quinnipiac, two very similar teams, and went head to head. And last night, I thought Quinnipiac got outstanding goaltending both nights, and we kept telling our players just keep pounding the rock. Eventually, keep getting into the net, get going into the net. Eventually, it'll break, and it finally did in the third. But I really like our team's play tonight. I thought for 60 minutes we were a good hockey team. We just got in trouble when we took penalties. I took too many of those tonight. I guess we took 5 and allowed them to score in the second. But last night's game I thought was a pretty even game, even though it was a 4-0 game. I thought tonight we were the stronger team for 60 minutes and deserved to win. But that's great college hockey, and it's great to see it in this building with 8,000 people, and it doesn't get any better than this. You win, you beat a really good team at home in front of a full house, and I'm just real happy for my kids. They deserve all the good things that are happening to them, and we'll quickly refocus for a good Yale team on Tuesday night.
What did you learn about your guys tonight? Because obviously your previous loss, you had the entire week to kind of regroup, but only less than 24 hours to regroup. What did you learn about these guys tonight?
Well, the tenacity. We challenged them. We thought last night, Quinnipiac played their game. They were winning puck battles, and we said we showed video. We got to be heavier. We got to win battles. And I thought right from the start we did a good job of that. But to see the mental toughness when you're playing well and you played 2 periods and you haven't scored a goal, you haven't scored in 5 periods. The mental toughness and the tenacity of the team to keep grinding and eventually score a couple goals.
Did you see that right from the jump? Because when you lose a tough game the night before and come back and play again, you want your team to get out to a good start. Could you sense that right from the first period?
I did. I loved our game tonight, 5-on-5. We were just undisciplined, or I didn't agree with some of the calls. But 5-on-5, I thought we were great, and that hasn't always been the case this year. We've relied on our power play a lot of nights. Tonight, I thought we owned the puck in the offensive zone. We created a lot of chances. And I thought Petruzzelli, for 2 periods, he looked really calm in the net. Looked like he was seeing everything. So we talked in the second intermission about getting him in front of his eyes, and Chukarov scored because we were in his eyes. I'm not sure who was at the net, but from the bench you could tell it. I couldn't see the goalie from the bench, so our guys were doing a good job blocking him.
Is it fitting for Ivan to get that goal in a big game like this after him getting a senior moment in a crowd like this after playing years here at first?
Yeah, I was excited for him. He's been through ups and downs here, and he's sometimes been the 7th defenseman, and he's a senior on a very young team, and he's a good kid. Tries to do everything right, and you're just happy to see him get rewarded. I wanted to see Keats get rewarded too with the empty net goal, because I thought he had a hell of a game. So it's not often that our seniors are the ones we're applauding at the end of the game, but to see Chukarov and Keats was outstanding tonight. Just another element that makes you feel great about the weekend.
Forecheck set up that second goal from Pritchard. I think it was flagging off and Leonard down behind the net. I think that was a strong point tonight.
Yeah, I wasn't happy at all with that line's play last night. I thought they were very soft. And as I've told that line, they make our team go up or down. They have that ability to affect the game where Gaudette, Chafee, Chow, I know what I'm going to get from them every night. And Bowling, I know what I'm going to get. But Laganoff, Pritchard, and Leonard, some nights they're sky high and they're flying around the ice. And then last night in Quinnipiac, they didn't touch the puck and they didn't check anybody, and so had a little heart-to-heart with them. And I thought as the game went on, they got stronger and stronger. Pritchard is flying around, and Leonard makes that hit to cause a turnover. So it's when your scorers making big checks to help you win games, that's a great sign.
Did you sense any frustration after the second period with the fact you guys hadn't scored in 5 periods? You felt like you were kind of maybe the better team for the opening 40 minutes?
I don't say frustrated. I think you hope that the players aren't getting frustrated, and what they say in the bench, you can tell. They're just like, "Come on, it's gonna come. Keep doing it. Keep grinding. It's coming." We're all saying that. We're all sensing it. But eventually, I don't know what time we scored in the third period, halfway through. You know, it was only 1-0, so it was a game like, hey, we may not score till less than 2 minutes left, but the way we're playing, if we keep up the way we're playing, we'll find a way.
Coach, you mentioned the crowd. How important was it to win in this atmosphere, coming in, hosting as the #1 team for the first time in the program?
It's a huge bonus. You know, you finally get them out, and you want them to come back, and that's a really entertaining game. And I was just saying in a previous interview, I hope that you know, the fans respect how good of a team we just beat and how hard it is to beat them. They were 13-2 coming into the game. That's
14-3.
They had won 14 games. They're a really good hockey team. I mean, they went up to Maine and beat Maine 7-2, and they beat some good teams handily. And as I said, I was scared to death to play them this weekend, and I knew it was going to be incredibly tough. But I thought we played incredibly well. And a bit of it's human nature. You win the first night, you're not quite as sharp. And it's happened to us all year, where we went Friday night, and I'm telling our guys, hey, you're going to play an angry team tomorrow night. Like, we got to be angry too. But I thought we were the hungrier team right from the start and carried it consistently through the game.
You mentioned Keith and kind of how well he played. Obviously, I think you bumped up that third line in the third period. Just his energy on that line, what did it give you guys tonight?
You know, he's been tremendous. There's a lot of good stories on our team, but when you're a senior forward and you've basically been in and out of the lineup, and then you force the coach to play you, and you force the coach to move you up the lineup, it's kind of like Chukrov. It's a feel-good story for me, because when he's not been in the lineup, he's been an absolute perfect teammate. He's had a great attitude. He just shows up every day, and he knows what he is. He's not a high-skill guy. He's a high-character kid that can be a little pit bull out there and make things happen. And you know, earlier in the year it was Boeing that kind of stepped up and was playing above expectations, and now to see Keatsy step up and play above his expectation, you need those things to continue to push the team and the program forward. So, you know, I'm just really happy for him, because he's a spectacular kid. They really like him, and his teammates are very happy for him right now.
Speaking of individual efforts, also on the rush that set up the Pritchard goal, Ty Farmer seemed to go into another gear when he came down the ice there and then cut across the blue line, and then just willed himself into the offensive zone. It seemed like phenomenal skater.
Yeah, he's a tremendous skater, and he has a tendency to like to attack 1 versus 5, which I'm not a big fan of. And I can't remember exactly on the goal how we entered the zone, but I know earlier in the period I said, Ty, I don't want to see you trying to dangle through 5 guys again. I think it was after we got, I think we had the lead.
On the right side and then cut across the blue
Yeah,
line.
he's a phenomenal skater. He's a great stick handler. He's got a great sense for the game. He's a tremendous player, and he's an all USHL player last year. He might have led the league in scoring as a defenseman. Or he's a really good player. He has his marked out guys though. Like they don't look great because they're playing behind Cale Makar and Mario Ferraro. Those are 2 damn good hockey players, and then to have those 2 guys as your next level. And then we played without McLaughlin this weekend, which was a big hole. He plays big, heavy minutes for us. He's a kid that quietly is extremely effective. He's a 6'2". He can skate. He can hit. He can defend. He can do it. He's very versatile, and we didn't have him for both games, and so it was great to see Chukrov step up and help fill that void.
When we were back in that time, did you feel like he was a calming presence back there?
I felt like he didn't have a lot of work to do for a while, for stretches, and then he made that big glove save when the goalie was out, or when they pulled their goalie. That just to just smother that and not give a rebound, just let us reset. But I mean, the kid's undefeated. It's it's quite a statement. I don't know how many he's won now, 8 or 9 games. Jill, you probably know.
He's 10-0.
He's 10-0, and
Did the defense do anything different tonight in particular to quick hold, Quinnipiac getting sustained offensive pressure than we did last night?
Our game plan really didn't change much. I thought Quinnipiac played with a little more. You know, they were winning more battles last night, and we won more battles tonight. I just thought we had a little more jam in the game than Quinnipiac did, but they're a very good team. I mean, they're extremely well coached. You know, I have a ton of respect for how Rand coaches that team, and they play heavy, and they're hard to play against. And so, when you haven't scored through 5 periods, it's not shocking, but I was real happy with my team's play through both games.
Did you like the shots you guys were taking those first 2 periods?
Pardon me?
Did you like the shots you guys were taking those first 2 periods?
Yeah, I mean, I think we had 13 shots in the first, and I know the puck was bouncing around, and we had some, you know, we got pucks to good places. They did a good job. They took away things that we were able to do against a lot of teams, but they did a good job trying to take our defensemen out of the cycle, not allowing us to move pucks up the wall. So, but we adjusted. You know, we grinded, and guys won battles down low. Good positioning. Our D got pucks. I was real happy with the way we played every part of it.
Yeah, I think it was Ty as well. Ty and Phil, perfect forecheck, created a turnover. I was just at the net. Phil made a great pass and just tucked it in.
Evan, could you sense with this building when you're goaling? Could you kind of sense the pressure kind of release from the 8,400 people here?
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. When I saw that puck go in, and you know, fans started going nuts. It kind of built some momentum there, got the energy going, and you know, after that the guys were rolling. Felt like we were all over them after that point.
For both of you guys, what was it like when you first skated out and saw the people?
It was something special. You kind of got goosebumps walking out there, and you know, seeing all those people with the white towels, it was a sight to see. You know, something that we haven't been used to in a while, so it was good to see.
Yeah, I know that's probably the biggest crowd I've played in front of in a while, so it was really cool.
How did you guys keep your composure? I guess after 2 periods, you guys seemed like you were dominating. You got a lot of shots. You just didn't seem like you could solve their goal. How did you kind of keep that composure there for the third?
It was a bit frustrating. You know, 5 periods we hadn't scored a goal, but I think we felt like momentum was coming our way and that we were going to crack one soon. So we were very optimistic.
Both of these games against Quinnipiac have been a battle. What makes them so hard to play against?
They're just a really well-coached team. You know, they're physical. They compete hard, and you know, they're just tough to play against. They're fast on pucks, and you know, they don't give you a lot of time and space to maneuver.
With the crowd, do you guys feel any extra pressure at all to want to, you know, to get the win in front of all of those people?
I mean, personally, I don't really feel that pride. Kind of zone them out a bit during the game, but you know, it's always nice to get a win with that many fans because it, you know, bring them back for more.
Jay, Coach mentioned how he wanted to see more of your line tonight compared to last night. Did you just feel like it was a better all-around performance from you and Laganoff and Leonard tonight?
Yeah, last night, my line mates and I, we probably all tell you the same. We didn't have a good game. Tonight I thought we had a good game. Came out strong, had a really good third period.
What do you think was different?
You know, I don't know. Part of it, you know, you're not going to be on your A game all the time. Also, I just thought we were way harder on pucks, way harder on our forecheck, created more turnovers.
What do you feel like you guys learned about yourselves tonight? You know, bouncing back so quickly after a loss and playing 60, you know, pretty dominant minutes. What do you feel like you guys learned about yourself?
I mean, we just don't quit. You know, we even if we're not scoring, you know, we're still battling. We're still trying to get those pucks in net. But I felt like that was a character win, and it showed a lot out of us. So.
I know refs are off topic to talk about, but it did seem from watching where I was that it was a very tightly called game for the first couple periods, and then a third period it seemed to turn almost. I mean, there were 2 or 3 chaotic moments out there. Or did that just seem when you're on the ice like hockey? If my question makes sense. There were a couple moments where it looked like, especially when they had a 6-on-5 that they let the play go, and there were a couple moments like that earlier. A couple headshots. Cale got one. I noticed, but do you notice that in the flow of the game? Was it happening so fast that?
I think there's definitely some potential for the game to get chippy, just playing the same team back-to-back nights. So there was definitely some of that around, like after whistles around the net. So pretty much expected of both teams.
Did you feel like you just had a better control of them in the defensive zone tonight compared to last night?
I mean, yeah, I felt like we had a lot more shifts in their zone this tonight, but on our big ice, I feel like we know how to play. Know how to play our system. Especially, I feel like they don't know how to play on a bigger ice sheet like that. But I know I feel like we were hounding pucks, we were all over them, and didn't give them any time to like really have control of the puck in our zone this night.
What did you think of Murray's play?
Murray's been lights out this entire season, and tonight was another statement for him. And I feel like he's just in the wall behind us. It's makes us have confidence of all in the game.
And for you personally, I mean, bouncing between being the 6th and 7th defenseman to score that big goal, what does that mean to you personally to score that goal tonight?
It's for me. I just got to keep working, and again, that opportunity now and scoring a big goal like that, it feels good. It feels like the hard work's paying off, but still got a long road ahead of me.